Stop wasting your money at Tesco. What if I told you that most people shopping at Tesco are throwing away hundreds of pounds every year without even realizing it? I'm talking about mistakes that cost you real money, from falling for fake Clubcard deals that aren't actually cheaper to buying larger packs that cost more per unit than smaller ones. If you're over 60 and living on a fixed income, these mistakes hurt even more. Every pound you waste at Tesco is a pound you can't spend on something else. In this video, I'm counting down 10 costly mistakes everyone makes shopping at Tesco, from ignoring unit prices to falling for meal deal traps. Stay with me, because number 3 involves Clubcard prices that could actually be breaking the law. Number 10. Shopping without a Clubcard. Walking into Tesco without using a Clubcard is like voluntarily agreeing to pay more for the same products that everyone else is getting cheaper. The price difference is shocking. A 700-gram bottle of Heinz ketchup costs £3.90 without a Clubcard. With one, it drops to £3.50. That's 40 pence saved on one item. Multiply that across your entire weekly shop, and you're looking at pounds, maybe even tens of pounds wasted. Some people refuse to get a Clubcard because they don't like sharing their shopping data with Tesco. And look, I get the privacy concerns, but here's the reality. You're already paying for everyone else's discounts if you don't have one. Non-Clubcard prices are inflated specifically to fund the discounts given to members. So you're essentially subsidizing other people's savings while paying full price yourself. For seniors especially, that's money you can't afford to waste. 40 pence here, 60 pence there, it adds up fast over a month. That could be the difference between affording your prescriptions or not, between buying fresh vegetables or settling for cheaper processed food. Getting a Clubcard is free. It takes 5 minutes to sign up online or in-store. You get the card immediately on the Tesco app and can start saving right away. There's literally no downside except Tesco knowing you buy toilet paper and baked beans. And if you forget to use your Clubcard at checkout, you can return to the store within 14 days with your receipt, and they'll refund the difference and add the missed points to your account. But most people don't know that, so they just accept that they overpaid and move on. Don't be that person. Get a Clubcard. Use it every single time. Save the money that should be yours. Number 9. Not checking unit prices. Grabbing the bigger pack because it looks like a better value is costing you serious money, and Tesco is counting on you not noticing. Here's what Which discovered when they investigated Tesco's pricing. A 700-gram bottle of ketchup with Clubcard pricing works out to 50 pence per 100 grams. Sounds good until you realize the 910-gram bottle costs just 43.8 pence per 100 grams, even without Clubcard pricing. You're paying more by choosing the so-called deal. This happens constantly at Tesco. The Clubcard price on a smaller pack looks attractive, but the unit price on a larger pack is actually cheaper. And Tesco doesn't make this clear. They don't show unit prices prominently on their Clubcard deals, which means you have to calculate it yourself. Most people don't. Most people see the yellow Clubcard price tag and assume they're getting the best deal available. But you're not. You're getting tricked by clever pricing psychology. For seniors trying to stretch every pound, this is infuriating. You think you're being smart by choosing the Clubcard offer. You think you're saving money, but you're actually spending more than if you'd ignored the promotion and bought the bigger size. The solution is simple but requires effort. Always check the unit price. It's printed on the shelf label in smaller text, showing you the cost per 100 grams, per 100 milliliters, or per unit. Compare that across different sizes and brands before you decide what to buy. Yes, it takes longer. Yes, it's annoying, but it stops you from being manipulated by misleading promotional pricing. Number 8. Falling for buy one, get one. Free traps. BOGOF deals look amazing until you realize you're buying food you don't need that'll go bad before you can eat it. Tesco loves these promotions because they move massive amounts of stock quickly, and customers love them because getting something free feels great. But here's what actually happens. You buy 2 when you only needed 1. The second one sits in your fridge or cupboard. Time passes, it expires, you throw it away. You didn't save money, you wasted it. For seniors living alone or with just one other person, this is especially problematic. A BOGOF on chicken breasts might seem fantastic, but can you actually eat 2 packs of chicken before they go bad? If not, you're paying full price for 1 pack and throwing the second pack in the bin. That's not a bargain. That's financial waste and food waste combined. And sometimes BOGOF deals aren't even the cheapest option. Maybe there's a store brand version that costs less than half the price of a branded item. Maybe Aldi sells the same product for less than what you'd pay for one at Tesco. But you don't compare because you're hypnotized by the word free. Supermarkets understand human psychology. Getting something free triggers a dopamine response in your brain. It makes you feel smart and successful. And that good feeling overrides your logical thinking about whether you actually need two of something. Before you grab a BOGOF deal, ask yourself 3 questions. Do I need two? Will I use both before they expire? Is this actually cheaper than buying one of a different brand or size? If the answer to any of those is no, walk away. The deal isn't a deal. It's a trap. Number 7. Ignoring store layout. Tricks. The way Tesco designs their stores is specifically calculated to make you spend more money, and most people have no idea it's happening. Essentials like milk, bread, and eggs are placed at the very back of the store. That means you have to walk past dozens of aisles filled with products you didn't come in to buy. And as you walk, you see things that catch your eye. Oh, those biscuits look good. Those crisps are on offer, and that chocolate is calling your name. By the time you reach the milk at the back, your basket has 5 extra items you never planned to purchase. This is intentional. Supermarket designers study exactly how to maximize the distance you walk and the number of products you see. They put high-margin items at eye level where you'll notice them first. They place cheaper alternatives on the bottom shelves where you have to bend down and search. The bakery is near the entrance because the smell of fresh bread makes you hungry, and hungry shoppers buy more food. The flowers and produce section is at the front because seeing fresh, healthy items makes you feel good about shopping there and less guilty about buying junk food later. They play slow music to make you walk slower and spend more time browsing. They use bright lighting in some sections and softer lighting in others to influence how you perceive value. Every single detail is designed to manipulate your behavior. For seniors, especially, this manipulation can be harder to resist. You're not in a rush. You enjoy taking your time, and that's exactly what Tesco wants, because the longer you stay, the more you spend. The defense against layout tricks is simple. Make a list before you go and stick to it ruthlessly. Don't browse, don't wander. Go directly to the items you need, put them in your basket, and leave. Treat it like a mission, not a leisure activity. Number 6. Buying meal deals. When you could make your own. That £3.60 meal deal feels like value until you calculate what it would cost to make the same lunch at home. A tuna and cucumber sandwich in the Tesco meal deal costs £2.20 by itself. But you can buy a loaf of bread for 90 pence, a tin of tuna for 80 pence, and a cucumber for 50 pence. That's £2.20 total, and it makes multiple sandwiches, not just one. Add in a bottle of water you refill at home and a piece of fruit for a snack, and you've got the same meal for less than £1. The meal deal costs £3.60. You're paying £2.60 extra for the convenience of not making it yourself. Do that 5 days a week and you're spending £18 on lunch. Make it at home and you spend £5. That's £13 saved per week, £52 per month, over £600 per year. For seniors on a pension, £600 is enormous. That's months of heating bills. That's a new winter coat. That's prescription costs covered. And you're throwing it away because making a sandwich seems like too much effort. Now, I'm not saying never buy a meal deal. Sometimes you're out and you need something quick. Sometimes you don't have time to prep lunch at home. But if you're buying them habitually, multiple times a week, you're hemorrhaging money unnecessarily. The sandwich shops know this. They're counting on your laziness and your perception that £3.60 for 3 items is reasonable. But it's not reasonable when you could have the same food for a third of the price with 15 minutes of effort the night before. Number 5. Shopping when you're hungry. Walking into Tesco. Hungry is one of the fastest ways to destroy your food budget, and science backs this up. Studies show that hungry shoppers spend up to 60% more than those who shop after eating. Your brain is screaming for calories, and suddenly everything looks delicious and necessary. The chocolate you'd normally walk past becomes irresistible. The pastries at the bakery section become essential purchases. Your rational decision-making shuts down when you're hungry. You stop thinking about your budget, your meal plan, and your actual needs. You start operating on pure craving and impulse. And Tesco knows this. That's why the bakery is near the front, pumping out the smell of fresh bread. That's why there are sweet snacks near every checkout. That's why they position ready-to-eat food strategically throughout the store. They're deliberately triggering your hunger response to make you buy more. For seniors, this problem can be even worse because your blood sugar might be less stable. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, hunger can make you feel shaky and desperate, leading to panicked purchases of whatever will get food in you fastest. The solution is obvious. Never shop hungry. Eat a proper meal before you go. If you're doing your weekly shop, have lunch first. Then go to Tesco. If you're popping in for a few items, have a snack before you leave home. And if you absolutely must shop while hungry, chew gum. Research shows that chewing gum while shopping reduces impulse purchases because your mouth is occupied and you can't imagine the taste of food as easily. It sounds silly, but it works. Anything that breaks the connection between hunger and buying behavior will save you money. Number 4. Not using cashback apps and coupons. You're leaving free money on the table every time you shop at Tesco without using cashback apps and digital coupons. Apps like Quidco and Top Cashback offer cashback on Tesco purchases. At the time I'm writing this, Quidco is offering £8 cashback on Tesco grocery orders, plus 3.2% on marketplace purchases. That's free money for doing the shopping you were going to do anyway. The Tesco app itself has coupons available that most people never check. Open the app, go to the Clubcard section, and there's a whole list of personalized coupons based on your shopping habits. 20 pence off this, 50 pence off that. It adds up, but people don't bother. They think it's too much effort for small amounts, except that those small amounts accumulate. 20 pence saved 50 times is £10. 50 pence saved 20 times is £10. Do this consistently for a year and you've saved hundreds. For seniors, especially, who might not be as comfortable with apps and technology, this free money goes unclaimed. And that's a shame because it's the easiest saving you'll ever make. Ask a grandchild or a younger friend to help you set up the cashback apps and show you how to use the Tesco app coupons. Once it's set up, it takes 30 seconds before each shop to check for available offers. 30 seconds to save pounds. That's a pretty good return on your time investment. Number 3. Believing all Clubcard prices are actually better deals. This is the big one that made Which. Report Tesco to the Competition and Markets Authority for potentially breaking consumer protection laws. Clubcard prices are misleading. They make you think you're getting the best deal available when sometimes you're not. And Tesco has designed the system this way deliberately. Here's how it works. Tesco inflates the non-Clubcard price artificially high, then offers a Clubcard discount that brings it down to what the price should have been in the first place. You see the yellow tag showing you're saving money, but you're not actually saving anything. You're just not being overcharged. Which found that the vast majority of Clubcard prices don't show unit pricing, which means you can't easily compare whether the deal is genuinely good value. And in many cases, larger pack sizes that aren't part of Clubcard prices work out cheaper per unit anyway. The example we covered earlier about ketchup is just one of hundreds. Tesco is doing this across the entire store on thousands of products every single day. For seniors who trust that a major supermarket wouldn't deliberately mislead them, this is a betrayal. You've been loyal customers for decades. You assume Tesco has your best interests at heart, but they don't. They have their profit margins at heart. Trading Standards reviewed Tesco's Clubcard labeling and said it meets current legal requirements, but Which argues that just because it's technically legal doesn't mean it's ethical or fair to consumers, especially during a cost of living crisis when people are desperately trying to make their money stretch. The defense is the same as before. Always check unit prices. Don't trust that a Clubcard price is the best deal. Compare it against other sizes, other brands, and other supermarkets. Make Tesco earn your money by proving their deals are genuine. Number 2. Buying premium ranges. When mid-range is identical, Tesco Finest and Tesco's premium brands often cost double what their standard range costs, but frequently they're made in the exact same factory by the exact same supplier using nearly identical ingredients. The main difference is packaging. Finest products come in fancier boxes and bags with prettier designs and more sophisticated sounding descriptions, but inside, the food is almost the same. Consumer investigations have shown that many store brand products, including value, standard, and premium ranges, come from the same production lines. The recipe might change slightly, using marginally better ingredients for premium, but the difference doesn't justify the price gap. You're paying for marketing and packaging, not significantly better quality. For seniors who want to treat themselves to something nice, by all means, buy Finest occasionally. But if you're buying Finest products regularly, as part of your normal shop, You're wasting money that would be better spent elsewhere. Compare the standard Tesco range to Finest. Look at the ingredients. Often they're nearly identical. Taste them side by side if you really want to know if you can tell the difference. You might be surprised how similar they are. And here's something else. Downshifting from premium to standard brands can save you hundreds of pounds per year. Literally hundreds. That's a significant chunk of money for someone on a fixed income. Ask yourself honestly, is the marginal increase in quality worth the price premium? Or are you just falling for clever branding that makes you think expensive equals better? Number 1. Not comparing prices with Aldi and Lidl. The biggest mistake you're making at Tesco is shopping there at all when Aldi and Lidl offer the same products for significantly less. Tesco knows this, which is why it introduced its Aldi price match scheme. But here's the truth. The price match only covers a limited selection of products. The majority of your shop still costs more at Tesco than it would at a discount supermarket. Consumer comparison studies consistently show that a basket of identical or equivalent items costs 15 to 25% less at Aldi and Lidl compared to Tesco. That's on your entire shop. If you spend £100 a week at Tesco, you'd spend 75 to 85 at Aldi. Over a year, that's savings of between £780 and £1,300. That's enormous money for seniors on fixed incomes. So why don't people switch? Habit, loyalty, convenience. Tesco is familiar. You know where everything is. You've been shopping there for years. The staff know you. It feels comfortable, but comfort is costing you over £1,000 a year. Aldi and Lidl have the same quality. In many cases, they use the same suppliers as the big supermarkets. Their produce is just as fresh. Their meat is just as good. Their own brand products are often made in the same factories as premium branded products. The only real difference is the store layout is less fancy. There are fewer brands to choose from, and staff efficiency is prioritized over customer handholding. But if those minor inconveniences save you £1,000 a year, aren't they worth adjusting to? Start small if switching feels overwhelming. Do your main shopping at Aldi or Lidl and only go to Tesco for specific items you can't get elsewhere. You'll quickly realize how much you're saving and how few items you actually need from Tesco. For seniors especially, every pound matters. Those £1,000 saved could be holidays with grandchildren, emergency medical expenses covered, a cushion for unexpected costs, or simply the peace of mind that comes from knowing your pension stretches farther. Stop being loyal to a company that's overcharging you. Be loyal to your own financial security instead. Tesco isn't going to change its tactics. They're designed to maximize profit, not to save you money. That's just business reality. But now you know the 10 biggest mistakes people make. You know how to spot misleading deals, how to compare prices properly, and how to protect yourself from psychological manipulation. For seniors on fixed incomes, these aren't just tips. They're essential survival strategies in a cost of living crisis that's hitting older people hardest. Check unit prices. Use your Clubcard, but don't trust Clubcard prices blindly. Consider switching to Aldi or Lidl for your main shop. Every pound you save is a pound towards something that actually matters. If this video helped you, share it with friends who shop at Tesco. They need this information. Drop a comment about which mistake you've been making and hit subscribe for more money-saving tips.